president was speaking at the conference, he talks about the two issues, the issues of free visa across Africa, that you can enter Kenya without any visa. So that is a very big step by the president, Ruto. And also the issue of housing levy that was nullified by the High Court today. We have spoken with several people, including the Secretary General of Kenya Nurses, Honorable Seth Panyako.
Saying that as a union, our position has been that we oppose the housing levy. That position has not changed. We continue to oppose the housing levy, and we strongly support the findings of the court that the housing levy was unconstitutional, therefore null and void. We strongly support that because we believe that Kenya has enough money for affordable housing program. And even when you say, the president said that the housing affordable program has already created 120,000 jobs, we are all aware that the money that has been collected from the housing levy has not yet been started being used. There are no regulations, there's no board, there's no board to manage that kind of money. So from where I sit, I support the housing, the affordable housing program, but not that money coming from the workers, because we already have a lot of money from the National Social Security Fund, which is raising a lot of billions, and that money can be invested in affordable housing program. The lab fund, you saw the other time we were launching a Bellevue program, affordable housing program. We have another one, Makasembo, in Kisumu, across the country. So from where I sit, I believe the country has enough money, and there is any need for Kenyan workers to be taxed. You look at the National Social Health Insurance Fund. I will not clearly oppose that because we want every Kenyan, wherever you are, to be able to access medical care. I'm a leader and I know what I go through trying to assist Kenyans to access medical care. But we want to ensure that we must ensure that this money goes to helping Kenyans. You remember the current NHIF, it has not been, when you go to hospital, you are treated, you have that card, some also rechecked. You are prescribed, there's no medicine. And then something that's very interesting is that for civil servants, so we had a medical allowance of up to 4,000, which was taken away from our payslips, and that medical allowance was used by the government to come out civil servants comprehensive medical scheme. Now they are saying the current National Social Health Insurance Fund will not be allowed to run that scheme. It means that civil servants, we are now going to lose double. When you are contributing that 2.75%, we are contributing an extra 3,800 or 4,000 that was removed from our pay. For example, if 2.7% of my salary is 5,000, now we take 5,000, add 4,000, it will come to 9,000 shillings. We have a lot of confidence in NHIF managing that scheme. So those are some of the issues, grey areas that we want them to be addressed, and we thank also the effort that have been made. We support that. But for housing levy as a union, we continue to oppose, we will continue to oppose it.
When I see yesterday, KMPDU managed to obtain a copy of the stock of the social media. What do you have to say about the big support of the nursing union?
The nurses union supports the stoppage of the implementation of those 3 and 4 acts on the basis that we want those grey areas, like the area where I've just mentioned that we already had our medical allowance taken from patient of up to 4,000. So if 2.7% to me comes to 5,000, for example, you add 4,000 and we pay 9,000 when a person with similar salary with me will pay 5,000. And yet the 4,000 extra is not giving me any service. But for the National Social Health Insurance Fund, as a Kenyan, as a true leader, I must support that. Because all of you will agree with me that when you go in the village, almost everywhere, people are contributing for medical cover, people are in hospital, you have to contribute. But if this scheme will come up and every Kenyan will have an opportunity to go to hospital, get treated, go home and we don't pay anything, that is something that we must welcome as leaders and we must support.
Do you think workers